come free with the duck and an eagle shooting the breeze. From paintball fields to campfire fun, you know the rowdy talk's just begun. Now kick up your feet and pour a glass. We're about to have a blast. We're the rowdy ones. We're the rowdy ones. The rowdy ones.
All right, big dog. Ooh, had some lag. We're squared to what? Are you? No, you're not frozen.
I'm not seeing any lag. I'm just chilling, waiting on you.
I thought you were frozen. I was like, oh man, rough start. Anyways, let's get in this pig. Welcome back, everybody. We're just gonna catch up on a little bit of stuff. Have a nice, fun, clean little, episode tonight. Nothing too crazy about paintball. Just some fun live stories, some things that I've had going on, and some travels that I've been doing because I've been traveling like a madman. And Ryan's about to do some fun traveling himself, so we'll dive into that a little bit. But we're back, baby.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest thing about doing podcasts is scheduling guests and times that work for everyone, and sometimes they fall through. But we are excited to have a lot of fun guests to bring you guys in the future. But these episodes where I get to just sit down with Hal and talk shop are some of my most favorite episodes to do too. So I'm excited about tonight.
Yeah, these are the ones that are just a good old time, So,
what have you been up to then? You've been traveling around like a madman. You said barely been home.
I have, dude. It's been like past month. I've been home one full weekend, I think, for like the past month. So it's been good though. No complaints. A lot of fun.
Yeah, you just got back from hanging out with Ronnie in Chicago again, huh?
Yeah, was in old Chicago. This got back yesterday, actually. Yeah, went out there, hung out, went to Legacy Adventure Park. Shout out to them. They put on, they showed out and showed up for us. They were awesome. It's a really cool paintball park. I forget what it used to be. CP something.
CEP was definitely a field out there, but I didn't know they opened back up. So,
well, it's a new owner, and they have. Ronnie was saying they have like a lot of their old stuff still there, and CPX, yeah. And so we went out there. We slid out there. The Hell Pigs, shout out to them. They all, like the whole squad from the Hell Pigs showed up, and they had their.
This was just like an opening weekend for it, or was it like a scenario game? I don't know what you.
Oh, it was just so it's just like a rec ball, Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of different fields. It's on 66 acres, and what's crazy is it's so big. They have trailers that are hooked up behind trucks. And everyone, they make an announcement, hey, 10 minutes, we're heading to the field, open play will start. And they drive you out on the trailer. And usually it's like 2 full trailers, and they're big with seats and benches. And they drive you to the field and you play. Usually it's 3 rounds, and each match is like at least 10 minutes long. So you're out there getting some good stuff going on. Really cool fields. There was... what was it? Carnage. We played this field called Carnage. It had like an ice cream shop, SWAT vans, like a police station, and it was fun. Another one was huge. It was called Fallout, and massive field. It was funny. We ended up playing a 7 on like, I would say between 25 and 30 people. They were like, all right, so it was me. It was like me, Junebug, Andy Chang, Ronnie, Tommy from Snafu, this other kid, Peyton, I think he's from Blast Camp, and then Steven Smith from Snafu. We had Steven on. Remember Steven?
Of course.
Yeah. So we it was us 7 against the whole rest of the open play players that day. It was fun. We lost one. And then we won the last one. I pulled a Captain Spears at the Battle of Foy You already heard about this. Right. So we all break up, right? And like everyone, there's only 7 of us, so everyone kind of splits up. Steven, Andy, and I go to the woods side on the the west side of the field. We went and there's some mounds, trees, and big cement like culverts.
Cement.
Yeah, but it's like the cement. What's
I
up?
just enjoy the way you say cement.
Cement.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, well, there you go. But anyways, so we went over there. Ronnie was in the middle, and like, what was it? There was some other people scattered out, and we ended up. Everybody on the wood side died, and I kind of like
your side, the side you were supposed to hold.
Huh?
The side you were on that you're supposed to hold.
Yeah. Hey,
okay.
don't be.
No,
hey,
I'm just asking.
No,
I'm asking.
no, I know what you're doing right now. I know what you're doing. Don't be. No, I had to get reinforcements.
Well, you're just throwing out west sides, east side, wood side. I felt like you were muddying the waters. I was just making it clear. Yeah, that was your side. Okay.
Anyways, Steven and Andy die. There's this guy in the far back on our side of the road because there's a road that goes through it. And so I'm like, he is like tucked in there super hard. And I was like, I'm in a bad place. So I was tactically retreating, trying to get close enough to yell at Ronnie. And then I was like, I don't know where Ronnie is, but there's this big cement building, this huge cement building. They call it the Crusher. And I was like,
a lot of inside baseball, these fields.
Oh, I know. I know. But so anyways, I can't get eyes on Ronnie. And I'm like, all right, I gotta link up with him. If he comes around this way, I was like, I can at least shoot, even if I get behind the Crusher. Because you can't go into that cement object. It's fenced off. And so I'm back there. I get to Ronnie, and I'm like, Ronnie, everybody's dead. And he's like, why are you over here? I was like, I need help now. So Ronnie gave me crap because, yes, I did have my back turned to him, but I just need to let him know I need help, and I'm going back over there because we're losing it. And
you lost it, apparently. There's nothing there.
There was nobody. Nobody had pushed up.
Yeah, but no one was stopping him either, huh?
Well, I fell back, and then I went back up. So it's fine. I went back to the 50 on that.
Those days are always fun. You always get into some weird situations when you're playing on big fields in the woods. You have no idea what's going on those are the most fun. One time we were playing like an SPPL event. They were like 10 mans, but they were like hour-long games with like flags that swung and stuff and objectives. And Billy Gardner, we were in these houses, but they didn't have like roofs. So Billy's like, hey, Fatty, if I get on my hands and knees, I think you could just stand on my back and shoot over the house. And I like put my gun down to watch them do this when I could have. And Billy, an older dude at the time, gets on his hands and knees. Fatty, he's not the smallest guy, stands on him with his cleats on, just digging him into Billy's back. Billy's squirming around.
Oh, no.
And it was completely useless what they were doing it for. And we were playing like a tournament. It was a woodsball tournament, but it was a tournament nonetheless. And we won. But those moments are the ones that are fun to remember.
Yeah. Well, and what's funny is like we have no idea the angles on the field, what's good, what's not. We've never played here before. This was our first time.
Yeah, and when you're playing rec ball places like that, like almost everyone else there has played the fields.
Yeah.
Pretty much primarily for their paintball career.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, I was like, I got to get back up because I don't know where we're going from here. I shot out Go
I
ahead.
like to picture you guys creeping back over, having no idea if you're passing people, where the trouble's going to start.
Yeah, you're like,
And then I
and
just picture Ronnie getting over there being like, it doesn't look like you needed any help.
yeah, Ronnie was like, where is he? And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I don't freaking know now. Like, I don't know. Just get your gun up and move up a little bit. He was back there. I don't know where he is now. I was like, so
It's like you
no,
retreated from a one-on-one situation.
no, there was more out of the middle though that we're shooting over,
Oh,
but
I
the one on this side, because if we blew open that side, we can cut across and go into the backfield.
did
Come
you?
up behind? No,
Hmm.
I did
I
not.
didn't know if once Ronnie went over there and you two were together, if you broke through.
No, apparently at one point in time. So I pull up my gun because I found the guy
Mm-hmm.
and I go start shooting. And I have paint just doing this straight out of the gun. And I'm like, oh, God, might have broke some paint. I go to squeegee. I'm like, oh, gun's clean. And I'm like, pull it back up, start going again. Just same thing, just all
Shattered
over the
all
place.
through your loader, I assume.
No, that stuff's like marbles. Like,
Okay.
there's one good one.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You do bruise like a peach, though.
No, actually, I don't bruise like a peach.
Yeah, those are soft spots inside of thighs, underarms.
I got one like right here, like right in the crease of like my hip down here. Yeah, I got some good ones. But
So it was just squirrely paint.
no, yeah. So I go to look at my loader, and I had been shot through my freaking speed feed at one point.
Yeah, that's basically what I said. I said you had a bunch of broken paint in your loader, and you said no.
I got shot.
Just to
I
tell
didn't
me
break
that
it.
you had a bunch. I didn't say you broke it. I said you had broken paint in your loader, and you
Yes,
gave me a
okay.
hard no. And
That's fair.
Then
That's
you tell me
fair.
the story, and where does it end up? Broken paint in the loader. Speaking of gun troubles, though, I heard there's some bittersweet Timmy action.
Yeah.
I know you probably don't want to talk about it, but I mean, I know how long you were looking forward to it and how excited you were and how much it was ripping. And I thought I was going to see pictures of you playing with that this weekend. And,
Yeah.
you know,
me
the rest
too.
of your setup, you're looking much better. You know, you're looking less noobish boobish, and I like all the rowdy one stuff looks awesome on you. The mask looks good with it. You know, your headband you're matching, but it's not too much. You're looking nice out there.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to work on
thanks.
your form a little bit.
You know what? You have to come play paintball with me to go do that.
I know. Well, no, I was just saying you looked good. There's a couple little things you could change about your form that would help a ton.
Well, you know what? If my buddy Ryan would ever come play paintball.
Yeah, well,
I
play a lot of paintball.
Not with me. But anyways, yeah. Shout out to he definitely has helped get me decked out. So it was exciting. Yeah, it's coming together. So thanks.
Timmy,
Kind of.
it just
The Timmy.
started.
Yeah.
No, there was nothing bad. I was just saying the one picture, you're just standing 2 feet close to flat-footed, and I'm just saying just a little bit wider leg posture on the balls of your feet, ready to go a little either way. Like even if it's not going to help you that much in the moment, would have made the picture look 5% cooler.
Well, I'll make sure to stand on the balls of my feet next time for you.
And a little wider base, athletic poses.
Anyways.
That's not even bad. That's not even bad.
No, okay. Anyways. What? I didn't do anything.
No, that wasn't bad. I told you it looked really good. I thought your form's looking better. There's just one small thing.
And you brought up the Timmy. No, you started off with Timmy, and then
that's what you're mad about.
Good.
That's what you're mad about. The people got to know you're posting about it.
And now let me go buy you a 10-pound bag of salt just to pour on the wound. Like here.
Listen, man, I thought we were no filters, no hiding things for people. I know you've been posting pictures,
but it doesn't mean I can't be salty about it. Let me tell you.
You can be salty. I like a little salt.
So, yeah. Well, so we get out there, And we get my front block tightened down the morning of. We get that all squared away.
Was it loose?
Loose. Yeah, the front block was loose. So we took apart the Timmy, got it tightened down. And we're like, oh, sick. Good to go. Air it up. Get it good. Go over to go chrono. All of a sudden, it is just like, it's ripping, but at very low velocity, like 140.
It's very low.
Yeah, it's just like, just it's awful. So, anyways, we start ripping it.
And that was like the last time you shot it. It was shooting great, and then you put it away, and then it started like this.
Yeah, it's money. Video I posted on
Guns
Instagram.
can be complicated. Yeah. Complicated mistresses.
Yes, especially like 21, 22-year-old Timmys.
And they were always race cars in the first place. They ran hot.
Yeah. Oh, it gets better. So, anyways, get out there. It's like we start trying to tighten, the LPR. We're trying to get that air up. It's not going anywhere. And then Ronnie is tightening down the LPR on the front block, Now she starts moving. 280. We're like, money. Screw it. Leave it. And then starts leaking. And then the front block got loose. And I'm like, Ronnie's like, oh, I bet once you shoot it, it'll seal back up. So I go out there, first point. And we're like, and I turn on my air, and it's just leaking. I'm like, hey, I was like telling the reps, I'm like, let's get this thing going. It's like, please.
Just pissing out air.
Yeah, just like, not barely. It was just, wasn't nothing. Okay. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to shoot a couple, see if it'll do its thing. Shoot a couple, just, I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like, and then Andy Chang, his regulator blew a burst in. And we're looking at each other. He's like, did you touch my gun? I was like, I didn't put that on you, dude. He's like, I don't know what to do. I was like, dude, I have a spare reg in my bag. I was like, we'll just throw that spare reg on. I'm going to get the idle. And I was like, I'm not dealing with this right now. So anyways, get back, grab the idle, go play the rest of the day with that. And Andy just had a new regulator on and we go and rip it. But anyways, what it was. So a few things. One of the hoses above the trigger guard popped out of the barb completely. Okay. That was starter number one.
Told you to get some of those barb snaps to hold them on.
Yeah, I need to pick a few of those up. So that happened, and then we had the front block O-rings, the two O-rings in the front block. Air was just bypassing them. So Ronnie lubed those up the next day. He just like put some lube on them, and then it sealed up. So I don't know how to really actually fix that situation. But if there's any Timmy people, message me.
Sure there are.
So,
but yeah, it's just a static O-ring, so loop shouldn't help too much. It sounds like it's borderline. Probably between the front block loosening a little bit and those O-rings.
Yeah.
But I'm sure someone who knows Timmy's can help you out. But
yeah,
it's quite the interesting. I just felt so bad for you, honestly, when I heard about it, because you've been so excited about this. You waited so long, between getting it anodized, getting it put fully together and fixed and sent to you. But it's been a long time coming, and I knew how excited you were to play with it this weekend. So I honestly do feel bad about that, but not bad that you had a Lux in the in the back pocket to pull out. So
Always, you can bring out the trusty Lux, dude. But no, I might like if nothing else, Tyler's got a guy out of Texas that I can send it to and be like, hey, these are the issues going on.
oh yeah, there's a lot of
I'm
people
just gonna
that
be
can
like,
still work.
fix it.
There's a ton of people that can still work on those. So
Yeah. So I'm just gonna get that squared away. And then the front block keeps loosening, so I'm gonna have to Loctite that. So
standard things, when you're dealing with any piece of machinery. So
oh
no
yeah.
surprise there. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm glad you guys had a good weekend. Sometimes it's good to, I know for Ronnie, it was probably good to just get off of the tournament paintball mind, go out and have a fun day of paintball where you're not trying to always learn and get better. And you really get back to the roots of why you fell in love with something in the first place. And, and in some ways that teaches you a lot by itself because it makes you see the bigger picture and what needs worked on instead of like focusing on the minutia sometimes.
Mhm.
So I think it's all around like a good break of a weekend when you still want to play paintball, but you need like a mental break from the grind, as we like to say. But as far as us coming up, it's going to be a busy month leading to Cincinnati. So next weekend we have our first team practice since our failure in Dover, and I think we've isolated a lot of well, I don't want to say issues, but things to uh, focus on and attack individually and as a group. What we need to do to be better mentally prepared and better. And more willing to make the right mental choices at the right times. And, we focused a lot on how we would improve these things as a group,
Mhm.
and all buy into the system and make sure that, we're not going apart. And I think we've, like I said, isolated a lot of those. And, next weekend will be our first chance to implement them. So I don't want to get into too much about what we're going to do.
Yeah.
After, I'm sure we'll talk about it after that practice, and on our next podcast after that, I'll tell you how some of the things went and things. But, it's really about breaking it down to the foundation, figuring out where the small things were and using the existing pieces that, are still structurally found and building that back together into the right thing again. And, I think all of us believe in that still. I know that I do. And I'm excited to get back to work on that. And it's an off weekend practice, or a non-layout practice. So, it's not, you can focus on the team building on and off the field more and less on the breakdown of the actual field, the playing paintball with each other and getting the mindset of how someone wants to attack anything over finding the exact right situation for this unique setup, right? Those are two very different things, and you need both to build a team. So I'm excited about that. The weekend right after that, I'll be playing in the ICPL Chicago with Trauma, and that's going to be a really fun experience for me for a lot of reasons. I love all the guys I've had a chance to play 10-man with on all the legendary teams,
Yeah.
and I still have more that I want to play on. I eventually want to play, with Image and Richie Malachevsky. I would love to play with the Misfits sometimes. I appreciate so many things from all these 10-man teams. And, they're the people that I watched in a lot of cases when I was a kid trying to, before I was playing nationally.
Yeah.
So it's just a cool experience all around, getting to
Yeah.
know people, earning respect, just playing with each other, spending those moments together. So Trauma, always longtime competitors with those guys, traveled around the world and played in a lot of the same tournaments and hung out with, Tyler Humphreys a lot. And, all those guys, Tinker, the whole cast, I've always got along with them all. Like I would have fit in well with them on a team, but that's just not the way it always worked out. So we're always adversaries, and this going to be really fun to play with them. For one thing, a group of people that I have tremendous respect for, that built their team up the right way and became world champions at one of the hardest times in paintball. So nothing but respect for those guys. And then,
Mhm.
Cowboy Roy, who, I love, got to play tournaments with Cap on, uh, one of the best dudes ever. And he's now part of that organization running it. So he kind of presented us with a good opportunity that, after he fell apart at World Cup, I didn't know how much me, Sam, and Chad would be able to play together. And, we all played without each other beforehand and have before, but, you still miss the people that
Yep.
you've played 2 decades with competitively. So, they wanted us all to come aboard. So all three of us will be playing 10 mans back together with those dudes. And it's just going to be
Nice.
such a fun collection of individuals. And,
Yeah.
I think we can do a lot of damage on the field. So I'm excited to get playing with those guys. And I'm excited to play with Chad and Sam again.
Mhm.
Probably the first time Sam's picked up a gun since World Cup, and he'll still be just as good, And
Yeah.
then, Chad now has moved on and been super successful with Impact. So we'll have him on soon too.
Yep.
But, you've been, best man at my wedding, one of my closest friends for a long time. And to see him doing well again and get a chance to share the field with him again is something I'm excited about. And if
Yep.
all goes well, I hope to have the prototype, air mech frame for that weekend.
Nice.
And then, hopefully got some of the parts in, waiting on a couple of things. But if all goes well, I'll be able to shoot the first mech air out there. And then, production models will be shortly after that. Love the design changes that we've made for it. And it's going to be really, I think it's going to work really well. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. But if that doesn't work out, I got my trusty idols, and they, how good they shoot. So
Oh yeah.
ready to rip regardless. But
Yeah.
looking forward to that weekend a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, you better wish me luck this weekend because it's no more fun, fishing trips and paintball is over for me. It's
Speaking of your fishing trip, though, it did look fantastic. Some of those pictures you sent me and those gorges you were in looked beautiful.
oh dude, yeah.
You
No.
guys are crushing it too. You had some good ones.
Yeah, we stuck last trip we stuck 54, 55 fish in the first day, pouring rain all day.
55 fish and 2 ruined sets of waders, right?
Oh, dude, that was the worst. Yeah. No, and I fished my buddy Carl. We get out there, we drive 4 hours into Wyoming, and we're like, all right, let's go do some evening fishing. And then it was supposed to snow that night or rain all night and snow the next night. So we just got a hotel in Casper, which is like 30 minutes away. And we ended up getting out there. We were on the water at 5 p.m., going to fish for like 2.5 hours or something. I'm standing in the water, and I'm like, Carl, I was like, I think I'm leaking. He's like, yeah, I think I'm leaking too. And I was like, let's keep fishing because we were just smacking fish. And I was just like, all right. I don't know. We probably caught 12, 14 in like an hour, roughly. And I was like, no, Carl, I'm wet. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm wet too. We get to, I was like, well,
Who was wetter?
This is where it gets good.
Okay.
So Carl and I hike back to the truck. We go over and we start taking off our waders. I was like, oh yeah, my pants are wet. And Carl pulls down his waders and he has a spot on his crotch like this big. He's like, looks like I pissed myself.
He was leaking. Perfect excuse. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm leaking. Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
So we go into town. He's like, I'm just going to buy a new pair of waders. I was like, I think I can save mine. It doesn't seem too bad. So like the trick when you go to repair waders, you get a super bright flashlight. You put it on the inside and then you move it around and there you'll see the pinholes shine through. I had so many pinholes. So I had a bunch of shoe goo because that's all I could find. And I was like, just caking this stuff on there. And yeah, did not get all of them. So I was still just wet all day. But it was worth it. We just absolutely decimated fish. It was good. So
Nice warm mountain water you're into, I'm sure.
yeah, a lot of cold runoff. Yeah, but it's fine. No, it's whatever. If I'm having a good time, I can handle a lot of bull crap.
Yeah, you've had some fun trips lately, so no more fun trips.
Remodeling this weekend. Remodeling the bathroom.
Yeah, but all for a good cause, you know, in preparation for the future that's to come.
Getting the hell out of this place. Coast life, baby. Yeah, so it's gonna be something, but it'll be good. My buddy Carl's gonna help me. Between him and I, we never not have a good time. So who knows? By the end of it, we might just rip all the drywall out of the whole thing and re-drywall and do everything. Knowing Carl.
Wouldn't be smart, but
wouldn't be smart, but that's how we roll sometimes.
Yeah,
so
drywalling sucks too.
I hate drywalling. I hate taping.
Mm-hmm.
I hate taping. Seaming in drywall sucks.
I do a real shoddy job when I do it, but I only do it when I'm moving out of a place. No, I do it.
Not gonna matter. Ryan's over here like not flush taping. The seam seaming is.
You know, I had to learn on our old house before we sold it because, you know, I did have to fix stuff up on this one. So I did. You know, you start somewhere and you end up somewhere better. It's all practice.
Right. All right. So make sure you don't buy
one old house. No, it was, yeah. I did a good job. It all held up.
For how long?
Still.
Long enough.
Perfect.
Long enough is
I never cut corners on quality. It's just maybe finishing wasn't my best attribute.
And if you never, dude, drywalling is like the worst thing to do.
It's an art
in a house,
but like one that's miserable to do.
Yeah, it's miserable. If you've never picked up a sheet of sheetrock, that's
heavier than it should be too.
Oh my gosh, insanely heavy. And then it's the cheapest part of the job or building a house. Doing the drywall is the cheapest part, and it's the shittiest job. It's the worst. Yeah. So, but that being said,
the only thing good about it is when you're actually hanging it and you can see a lot of progress all at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like rooms come together when you're going from studs to that. But then after that, it's all the misery of sanding and dust.
Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah. But yeah, so don't do that. Just do the things you need to do.
That's how I feel about it. Carl's like, we could re-drywall the whole place. I'm like, man,
tell Carl it's not his house. It's not your house soon.
Carl, I really don't want to re-drywall the whole bathroom.
No.
There's some spots I'm going to sand down and I'm going to retexture and then just repaint.
See? It'll be set.
Money, big dog. So, anyways, yeah.
I didn't mention that practice next weekend, too, is going to be at Blast Camp. So it'll be like back at the 2025 stomping grounds. You know? And I'm excited to see Jackson and Cody and the rest of the boys. You know, they've had such a successful year, and we're going to have Jackson on here, if not next week, the week after, and talk about their return to semi-pro to absolutely dominate it, you know, after the last time they were there getting all seconds. So just excited for those guys. I saw so much growth with him, especially, and he was such a good teammate, and you know, I'm excited for their success. So I'm also excited to go out there and, you know, have a good weekend with them. Maybe we'll challenge them to an after practice mini golf tournament, team against team too. We'll see.
Beating up on some fools. Yeah, Ronnie and I played some mini golf. We ended up, what was that? Yesterday before I went to the airport. Played some mini golf at Puttery in Chicago. Ronnie and I tied at the end of it, and I've already had one hole in one. And he's like, all right, we got to do a tiebreaker. I said, okay. He's like, let's just do the first hole on a tiebreaker. So, all right. He's like, all right, you first. Go up there, hole in one. He was like, what am I supposed to do? I said, get a hole in one. Then we have another tiebreaker.
Yeah.
And he barely missed it. And I was like,
He would make you go first. Who had the lower score on the 18? That's how you should have went.
we tied.
On the last hole as well.
Oh. Yeah, I think so. I think we both made the last hole in too.
What about the 17th?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm saying it goes the person who scored the highest on the hole before has to go first. Second's a huge advantage, and Ronnie's a sneaky little snake like that. He's always itching for this.
No, put me up first. I'm a hole in one that sink it, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna drain you, dog.
I get it. I like the confidence, and it makes more sense if you already played the course. So it's always a disadvantage when you have to shoot first on a brand new hole. But it was a redo hole, so it wasn't as big of an advantage. But he's still a little sneaky snake like that. You got to watch him.
Boy. I drained it, dog. I was like, I just looked at him and was like, so it was a good time. Good weekend. Saw Dylan Francis, Flostradamus. Then Sunday, we didn't get back till like 4 a.m. And we ended up, I don't know. I slept for like only 5 hours or something.
I talked to you probably right when you woke up then. You did sound a little tired still.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and what's funny, Ronnie was like, what do you want to do? I was like, we don't have to do anything. That's what's easy with me. I know if I travel to people and go places, like people always want to be good hosts, make sure you're doing everything you want to do. But I'm like the most chill person.
We somewhere to hang out with someone, not to see their area.
No, I'm there to spend time with the person I'm going to.
Especially so it's like, when you've been somewhere before. So
yeah, even if I wasn't, if someone's like, dude, I really don't feel like doing anything, I'm like, cool, let's turn on some badass movies.
I get that. But if you're somewhere that you've wanted to see,
I'm not the person to sweat it. I'm not.
Like if you go over and you're in Athens, and so you're not going to want to just stay in someone's apartment if you've never been to Athens before.
I understand, but also if for some reason someone's like, I don't want to do anything, I'll be like, all good. And I told him, I was like, no, this is perfect, dude. I was like, we had a hard day. I had a 19.5 strain.
That means nothing.
After playing paintball. 20 is maxed out.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
20 is maxed out.
This is all
20-0.
TBGB's finger magic. No, it's all stupid. I don't like these stats.
I don't give a shit.
We're not meant to know these things. We're meant to. No, we're not. You're meant to know your body. You're meant to know your body off of your body. Do you feel good? Do you feel rested?
No, I felt like shit. I felt like I had a 19 strain day.
You don't need a piece of electronic to tell you if you feel good or how hard you work. You just don't. I hate it. I hate that people rely on it. And I hate that people talk about it more.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to countersuit you. People don't need BPCs to recover ever. They don't need ibuprofen. Then it's the same thing. It's technology, but it's in medical. Like it's the evolution of stuff. And just rock it out. You just have to suffer with it. You have to suffer and let your body heal.
No,
however long it takes. You can't have an advantage.
You are a slave to these numbers that mean nothing.
It's consistent data.
That means nothing.
No, they do.
You're a slave to it. And I feel bad for you. You're not a free man.
Well, you know what, homie? I'm gonna remind you. Hey, send me back that vibration plate. Give me the red light. We're just taking all of it away. You could say the same to that. Come on.
No, those are active recovery things. These aren't just data that doesn't.
It's how you go.
But I don't even know if I believe it for all the things they're trying to extrapolate from a few little things from. A terrible way to get blood pressure. It's dumb. It's dumb.
Well, it might be dumb to you, but I like having data and seeing what it is. And then I know where to go and how hard to push myself.
The only times I think it's kind of cool, and I would still never wear it, like sometimes after a layout weekend practice day.
But you don't even believe in the numbers.
I know I don't. I still think it's dumb.
Oh, but it's cool. Hold on.
No,
Go ahead.
you didn't even listen to what I said.
Go ahead.
Okay, no one wanted to hear from No, well, after one of those days of practice,
Yeah.
and Ronnie looks at his like stats, and they're directly compared to all the other, stats that don't mean anything, but at least they're on the same metrics. And he has like the most strain of anyone in Illinois that day, the second most of anyone who's doing it. And there's like, a lot of bike riders, people in different sports, and it breaks it down by that, which I think is still all,
whatever,
all magic fairy dust. But it's still at least a direct correlation of this versus this with all these people that are slaves to this technology.
Slaves.
You are. All I hear is, I woke up and I got 4% recovery, or yeah, I wake up sometimes and I'm like, man, I didn't sleep good. And other times I wake up and I'm like, I slept great.
Yeah, but it's still consistent data that you get to look at and adjust.
It's something that's you're allowing your mind to change how it feels based on looking at that.
No, my mind doesn't change.
I guess my mind's stronger than that, but
I doubt that. Anyways, so you're wrong, and that's okay.
Here to listen to us argue, but I wasn't even saying I'm like right or wrong. I love that you love it. I'd hate hearing about it.
I don't give a shit. You're still gonna hear about it.
I'm gonna break those things.
Oh, you gotta.
You only can tell me. You gotta check your stats. You sure this isn't stressing you out talking about it? Check your stats. If it is, then you can't tell me about it ever again. For people that don't watch, Howie is live checking his stats right now.
I am.
See, I'm a slave to technology too. I'm a slave to my phone. I get a second. I'm like, I should check if there's anything. See, I hate being a slave to that. Why would I want more things?
I'm in low stress right now.
I bet it spiked a little.
No, I'm literally in.
See, I can't even believe it. Your face is all red. The thing doesn't even work. I don't care about it. I can't even see it. It's all blurry.
Yeah, I'm like 0.6.
That means nothing still.
Well, if you understood the metrics. Anyways. Thank you for
listening. Are they open sourced? You can see all the metrics?
Yeah.
Are they? Or are you just hoping, lying, and assuming I'll never look it up?
No.
You know the algorithms that come up with those metrics? Or just the broad, this is this? I don't believe you either. Now you're lying to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. But if you listen this far, well, we appreciate you. We're going to end it on this note. And we'll have a guest next episode, so you don't have to hear, and feel bad for Hal for being so trapped.
Or you feel bad for Ryan for being so close-minded.
Not close-minded.
Just because you don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Close-minded because you don't agree with it. That's all right. That's all right. With that being said, peace.
Well, the whiskey's low and the story's all done, but we sure had ourselves some fun. From tall tales told to the last good pun, you've been rolling with the rowdy ones. Thanks for listening, y'all.